Howdy folks, this is the Fig Lebowski coming at you. Kind of a breezy day because we have monsoon storms coming in. 86% chance of storms, and that ain't nothing out here. But it kind of is because it'd easily miss us still with the mountains around us anyway. I made a post in a Facebook group saying that I was considering planting a Black Madeira fig that I have. Now, it's not the smartest thing to do when you're on July 2nd in Arizona and the temperatures have already gotten up to 114 degrees. I only attempt this specific ways, and I'm very careful when I do this. So I'm going to drop my little step-by-step on you here. You got to start with the right cutting, okay? A cutting that has had exposure to the sun. I purchased this from a great seller out in Vail, and it had been in sun until 4 p.m. every day. Fantastic. So when I brought it to my house, it started out on the north porch, where it doesn't get any direct sun until 2 p.m. at the latest. It's because I wanted to slowly harden this plant so that it can survive in this location. Now this is a bed that I already had established. It didn't get filled last year, but it has soil, and it obviously has irrigation, as you can see, that has still been going this full season with the rest of the ones on the same line. I knew I might want to try to plant later, so I made sure that bed was prepared. It's been getting watered every time these guys do, even though there wasn't a plant in there. So that soil's ready. It's ready to go. It just needs a plant that can handle it. So I spent the last week and a half slowly hardening this beauty on my front porch. And that means exposing it slowly and slowly to more sun every day. Now the first step was to put it in full shade the first day to make sure that it would be cool with my temperature. The grower was up in Vail, possibly slightly cooler temperatures from a slightly higher elevation. And I wanted to make sure that it could handle our temperatures without any wilting or curling of the leaves, which it did no problem. I have a Colonel Lippmann's Black Cross that I bought from the same gentleman, and it has fared just as well at every step. Now, since this thing was not showing any temperature issues, I slowly exposed it to more and more sunlight over the past week and a half, until it was getting sunlight, full sunlight, the whole day. And you can see, because I went slow, and this tree was already accustomed to getting direct sun, its leaves still look great. I didn't rush anything. I didn't push anything. And that is the key, especially in summer planting. Don't rush it. If it had shown me any signs of burning, any signs of wilting, any signs of not being able to handle what I put in it through, I would have moved it back to the last step where it was happy and kept it there until the fall and planted then. Now another thing to point out, if you look at these skies, we are very overcast. I have just moved this fig from being over here in the full sun next to that tangerine crossvine to being here in its new home. Now I know we have 3 days, possibly 4 days of monsoon weather coming in, with an 86% chance of rain today and a lower than 20% chance of rain for the next 3 days. But the point that I really wanted to see, what I wanted to see in the forecast, was temperatures in the low 90s, which is just what I'm getting. So I don't know, the next 4 days we're going to be pretty overcast. We're going to be in the low 90s. And it's time to try to make a move with this guy. Okay? It's going to get some shade from this one next to there. And then later in the day, it will get shade from this Chicago Hardy. So it's got a Chicago Hardy and a Bergerac Gris that are its buddies. I dug a hole that mostly covers my fig. I'm going to take this, I'll use a clothespin, and make sure that at least 2 of the mitters are in the pot, if not 3. That way, twice a day, it will get watered on its regular watering schedule. Once I have that done, I'm going to mound the earth and the mulch all the way around it and lightly mulch the top of the pot. Now by doing this, I'm going to give it exposure to the exact environment it's going to be planted into. But I've got 3 more days to let it cool out and be happy and get used to things. I can observe it. If anything doesn't look copacetic, I can backstep. If it looks like it's getting too much water, I can pull one of the emitters out. If it looks like it's getting too much sun, I could put a bucket next to it to block it during part of the day. There's different moves I can make. But I'm not attempting this when it's 116 degrees out. I'm not attempting this with a plant that has not been hardened and acclimated to the exact sun that it's going to get in the location where it's going. There's specific steps that I took, and if you take these specific steps, it very much is possible to plant year-round in Arizona. You can plant in the summer. It's July 2nd right now. So let me get this set up. I'll pause it for a second, then I'll come back and show you the quick finished product. Since this bad boy is still gonna get about 40 minutes of water twice a day, I only put 2 nodes inside of the actual pot itself. You can see them trickling away. I spread the rest of the line out to where it's going to expand to. This is pretty much how I'll have it set up once it gets under the soil. So I wanted to show you how I got them, only 2 of the emitters in the pot, and how I have them secured with clothespin. And there you go, all set up. Looks like it planted right, but it's not. It's enjoying its new home, getting used to things, and at a moment's notice, I can pull those 2 pins, slip it out of there, and move it to some place that it would enjoy more. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. We've got 4 mellow days here. Could possibly get some rain today. So we're going to come back, give you a look at this in a week. Hopefully it will be successfully transplanted and looking good. But this is a 101 on summer planting in Tucson, Arizona. You can do it. You just got to work smarter. Please subscribe, like, and follow. Every like is wonderful. I hope you're having a wonderful stony gardening summer and a happy 4th of July.